KDA. When I was waiting in between flights when we went to Canada this past weekend, I was like, geez, what? Okay, so I made my KDA, so I'm going to take a look. But in the meantime, the next part of the award ceremony is to recognize a very special player who I'll take it over to John, but he'll tell you all about what's coming up.
Never mind.
Okay.
That's good. That's good.
As you all know, we had the pleasure of having a female on the Heat team since its inception. And for me personally, it's been a thrill coaching Katie. I know Steve had the pleasure of coaching her even at an earlier age at Livermore American. But to see the transition in Katie as a player from a little girl to a young woman has been a lot of fun. I can remember when Bill and I first started, and just the looks on these opposing teams' faces, the managers and the players, every time she stepped on the mound. The comments, the laughs, the giggles, all until she threw that first pitch. And then the smiles went away, the tears started, because she was striking everybody out. It happened everywhere we went. No matter how many games we played, we got the same reaction over and over again. Until towards the middle of the end of this year, because everywhere we went knew who Katie Keller was. They feared her. Nobody wanted to get up against her because nobody wanted to feel the wrath of getting struck out by a girl. Although she played anything but like a girl, and they all knew it. One of the most talented players I've ever coached in my short career as a coach. But what's been really fun to me, Katie, has been to see your development as a player. Between me and you, player to coach. When I first got Katie, if I looked at her cross, she broke down crying. To the point where she was telling me where to go towards the end of the season, respectfully. She was a player who, no matter what the situation was, I could always count on, and boy did I put her in some really crappy situations. I don't know how many times I put her in with bases loaded and no outs and told her, get us out of this inning. And Katie would get us out of this inning. She was my go-to person, clutch player, the kind of person that you wanted up at bat when the game was on the line. She thrived off that, and that you can't teach that. That's just a God-given talent, a desire that's inside of her and makes her the special player. But for me as a coach, boy, what a thrill. She did it from the time we were at Livermore American. I don't know how many games she won for us during that district title run. Always to right field and always a double. And they would play her in, never wised up to back that outfield up. She constantly fooled players no matter where we went with her power. Power that I've seldom seen in many boys and never seen in a girl. In our run with the Heat, we did see a few girls play at this level, but none even came close to the level that she plays at. The ones that we saw were kind of token players. They didn't play. When they did, it's when the game was out of hand and they wanted to give that person at bat. Katie was a fixture and a star on this team. She's one of the reasons we won in Arizona. She saved Kevin's butt in one particular game in Arizona when he started the game and just got shelled. I know you hate when I bring that up. It's okay. But hey, they were on it. They were on Kevin's style of pitching, and we went to Katie and she just baffled them. They could not figure her out. And she saved the game, and we ended up winning that game. That also turned out to be the turning point of that Arizona tournament, because we never looked back after that. But it's been that kind of story over and over again. I don't need to tell you what she did on defense for most of you, you saw it over and over again, playing the hot corner at third base. And just, you know, she got the nickname Kirby for a reason, because she was a vacuum out there. Nothing got by her, and with that cannon of an arm, it didn't matter. Sometimes she would hold the ball a little too long for my liking, but then would fire a laser over there and always get the runner out. You could always count on her. I want to share with you some of the stats that she did for this season, because they are impressive. She had 104 at-bats. She scored 27 runs. She had 36 hits, 28 singles, 8 doubles, 22 RBIs, and finished the season with us with a .409 batting average. She had an on-base percentage of right at 500, which for those of you who aren't statisticians, means she was on base half the time. And that's just incredible. If you saw the write-up after we played Manteca that Chris Louie did on Katie, just shows you, and that is still there, by the way, on his website. So if those of you have not seen it, just type in Manteca Predators and you'll go to the website. It just shows you how much respect there is for Katie Keller around the baseball circle. Now the questions are everywhere we go, where's Katie? You know, or where's that girl on your team? For the ones that don't know her by name. We get that, we've gotten that everywhere we've gone ever since she went on to venture off into softball. And I expect that we'll continue to get that, Katie, for a long time, because there's a lot of people that remember you. You've made an impression on a lot of players. So it's been a great thrill for me to coach you and to be around you as a player. It's going to be fun watching you as you continue tearing up the softball circle of baseball, which is what you're doing now. And like I've always told you, when you get that ride to that Division I school, I expect tickets. Right next to mom and dad, right? But I expect tickets. So I wish you the best of luck, Katie, in your ventures as a softball player. You're a phenomenal talent, and the only thing that's going to keep you from going as far as you want to go will be you, because you have an unlimited amount of ability. So don't take that for granted. That is a gift. That is not something that can be taught. You have a gift. Utilize it. Okay? Bill, hated to lose you as a coach, buddy, but you know, we knew the time was coming and you were going to have to make the move. Once again, thank you for all your time and commitment, for letting me burn your ear time and time again. I miss the trips up to Rainbow Fields. I miss the pregame talks, the strategies, and you and I talking about how much sleep you get last night. About 2 hours, how much you get on the morning. Let's go get coffee. But it's been a fun run, and it's not over. It's just different. It's just a different. And we have a special presentation for Katie, and Maria's getting it out now. Katie and Bill, come on up here. We retire Katie Jersey. I wanted to present this to
What do you say?
On the spot.
And coaching all these kids, they talked about, people ask, well, what happened? How did you become so successful? And I think it's just the chemistry of these kids. We never had any real, cliques or, there wasn't, I never heard a lot of the kids, getting in arguments or anything like that. If somebody screwed up, they pretty much just shook it off and kept on going. And so I think that was the reason that, we've done, the Heat has done so well. And it was hard to leave. If you guys remember the night I left, there was a lot of tears on the way home. I know Katie cried all the way home. But it's, so it was hard to leave, but I just want to thank you, John and Steve and Dana and Maria for, being such good friends, and, all through the struggles, we kept our heads up. It was kind of interesting. When Maria first came on the scene, I told John, I said, man, she's a driver, baby. She's not going to be denied. And we laughed, and it all worked out well. Because we were just looking to have fun, and Maria was on a mission. But this has been the best thing that's ever happened to me. And I hate to see it go, but looking at the new players and the families that are coming on board, I can see it, the future's bright. Now that's going to be hard to duplicate. I'm going to get you guys off the hook right now. That's going to be hard to duplicate, but, you're on to another challenge, and I just want to wish you guys all the luck in the world. And the guys that came on board as the new families, you guys are lucky. You guys have really got something going for you. And I just can't thank you enough, and I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Oh, is that, you can see the voice.
What's left of it?
Yeah, I thought we were supposed to get cake, and I know it's got cut back. Did the cake get cut back there?
Yeah.
Did it get cut? Okay, I guess we need to. Two guys are walking around. I thought they would pass it out. You pass them out. Cindy, see? Stop you, right there. Next will be the coaches' gifts. Yes, they do deserve a gift. And I have 4 presenters, and I want my presenters to be here. We thought we'd have a little twist in having the players present to the coaches. It's kind of fun.
All day. Thanks, Katie.